All right, Jacob, fire away.
All right, Carmelo, the first question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Hey, Carmelo, everything's gone down the last couple of days, but you guys have a game tomorrow. Dame, as far as I know, is not going to play. Do you guys think you guys will be emotionally into that game and ready to go mentally?
Emotionally, we'll be ready for that game. Mentally, we'll be ready for that game. I'm sure that there are guys that this is a tough situation. I mean, no excuses, but what we're dealing with right now is bigger than basketball. So it'll be very difficult to kind of wrap our minds around everything that's going on and focus on the things that's going on that's affecting our community, and then go out there and play basketball. So it's a thin line between the two, but we have to do it. We got to go out there, we got to play, and it's no time to give up now. We got to continue to fight this fight.
Next question is coming from Matt Sullivan with HarperCollins.
Hey, Mel, how you doing?
What's up, man?
In 2016, during a month of police violence and political conventions, you invoked the Ali Summit in a call to action to fellow athletes. You took the stage of the ESPYs, and you said that players were powerful enough to create your own league, but that it would require unity and a plan. Have the last few days felt like a culmination of both your call to action and that leverage, or do you feel like the kind of activists and leaders of this league still have some organizing to do?
Well, we're a long way away from seeing the change and making the change that we really want to see and we really want to make. But with that being said, you have to take small victories as they come. You have to attack small issues on a smaller level as they come. But for the most part, there's no telling. I mean, we didn't expect this to happen, right? We didn't know we was going to be in this situation. We didn't know it was going to be stoppage of the games. We didn't know that. We didn't expect that. So we all working off of the fly. We all working together, trying to figure everything out. So again, I don't really know what's going to happen after this. What's going to come about from this? Again, it's just it's a daily fight, and it's the unknown that will be sitting with everybody and affecting everybody during this period.
Next question is coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Hey, Mello, 65 years ago to the day, Emmett Till was murdered, which is exhausting and embarrassing, I think, all in one. What gives you hope that today you guys can kind of evoke meaningful change? Is there anything about today that you think you guys are making strides or that gives you hope?
When you put it like that, I don't see the hope. I don't see the change. 60-something years to this day of Emmett Till, and we're still dealing with that same issue today. Jacob Blake, the most recent one. These are things that's been happening, that will continue to happen, and they've always been happening, right? And now we're seeing it in the palm of our hands. We're seeing it on our TV screens. We're seeing it live and direct. And I think that impact of us seeing that and seeing those things happen to people of color, Black men in particular, it makes it very difficult. It makes it, very emotional. It's challenging. And we all feel like we have to do something. We should be doing something. And, whether you're race, gender, whatever it may be, it's time for everybody to say that enough is enough. I mean, you don't have to just be Black to say that enough is enough. Everybody needs a change. We all need that change, and it's affecting our community at an all-time high right now.
Next question is coming from Casey Holdall with Trailblazers.com.
Carmelo, as an individual, what was your thoughts or your position in terms of continuing to play in the postseason?
Look, we got together, we had conversations, we had dialogue, we had very honest and open dialogue with all the guys that was here. Now, was everybody on the same page? No, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own feelings and their own things that they stand on and they believe in. But for the sake of this NBA and our players and our union, we decided as a unit to come back and play. Again, we all have our different opinions, our different takes on it. But I think overall, we're doing it for the greater good of what we have and what we started and what we've accomplished, and just being able to continue to use our platform to speak out and bring awareness to a lot of the different issues that's happening out there in our community. With also along those lines, it's nobody knows what's going to happen after this. Again, it's been dialogue, it's been talk, it's been conversation, meaningful conversation, but nobody knows what's going to come out of this. So again, everybody has their own opinion, and we here. The game start back tomorrow. So, obviously everybody came to an agreement when it came to that.
We have one final question coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Melo, on top of all the social unrest going out there in the world, I mean, you guys are kind of captive in a way in the bubble. And I'm just wondering how you're doing mentally overall.
That's the number one thing. The number one thing is our mental health at the end of the day. And I think that's why you saw the stoppage. Maybe the stoppage should have continued. Who knows? But the mental health of the guys that's here, the workers, the staff, that plays a major part in what's going on right now. You have everything that's going on that we're dealing with within our own communities, within our own individual families, within our own teams and our own city, and then you throw on top of that, the mental capacity to be able to handle all of that. We are supposed to be superheroes. We are supposed to be, who we are, the best at our job, the best at what we do, the best in the world. But I think people forget that at the end of the day, we're human, and we have to deal with these issues, and we do deal with these issues. Just because we are professionals and playing NBA, that doesn't take away the fact that we still have to deal with a lot of these issues. We still have to talk to people who are on the grounds and dealing with these issues, family members, friends, people that we may know, people that we might not know. That's the fight at the end of the day. This basketball is just a game. This game, it comes and goes, and it's a sport, and it's not something that at this moment it's hard to put your all into it, especially when you're not there mentally. So mental health is a key component to what happens down here, and I'm sure everybody's going through it. Everybody is probably in their room talking to people or trying to figure out how to figure it out on their own. But I think coming out of this, mental health would be either at all-time high or all-time low. Thank you.
Thanks, Melo.